Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 7th of February. As ever, I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in forensic detail an analysis of each of the 12 zodiac signs. You can watch these based on your ascendant or the sun. It's entirely your choice. This week begins with the sun in a conjunction with Saturn. Now, the sun in Aquarius, guess what? Saturn is the ruler of this sign. So what does that tell us? Well, Saturn's a serious influence, isn't it? And it represents the more traditional energies of Aquarius. The more radical energies of Aquarius come from its modern ruler or co-regent, Uranus. And that's very much in the picture this week too. But we also have a quarter moon on Tuesday, angling sharply to the sun in a 90-degree square, but also to Saturn. So I think this is a week when it comes to our highest expectations, we need to keep them nailed to the floor. Every zodiac sign has its best look and it has its more negative energy. The more negative energy of Aquarius perhaps is that it can be very detached and cold. So if we put Saturn there, that's going to increase that chill factor. Now also, because we had the new moon in Aquarius on the 31st of the month, and that was very close to Saturn, I don't think this is necessarily a time when we can always hope that society is going to amend the higher values of Aquarius, very much about inclusiveness, the group. Now some people are going to be on the case, but we have to be realistic about who holds the power. And there is, in the world, regimes that have a much more totalitarian approach to power. So it's not all going to be honky-dory just because we've got this Aquarius energy. And of course we've got a cost of living crisis as well. But because we've got a lot of energy in the sign of Capricorn, very much about the earthy pentacle energy, if you like, there is still the chance for us to be very mercurial in our approach. Partly because Mercury is advancing into an exact conjunction with Pluto on Friday, which can help us really probe down, cut into the detail of things with immense precision and understand what's really meaningful. But we still have the flare side of things because Venus is the lower benefic and Jupiter the greater benefic. So the two planets of fortune are actually in a great link this week, and Mars in a very decisive link with Uranus, which can see things move very quickly. So if we get gut instincts around how we can use our resources or talents in a way which gives us tangible results, as long as we're bold and we think future forwards, which comes from the Aquarius energy, but Saturn's just saying, be utterly realistic. So this is a week to be very earthy in our approach, not very airy. I think that's the overwhelming message. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Every time I drop a video, you'll get an update from YouTube. Also, if you would like to get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, I've been writing these for many moons, about 25 years. It would be great to have you with me. Please see the subscription link below. And also, if you want to ascend above this Zodiac broadcast and understand what more serious astrology holds for you, you want to understand your character analysis. What really makes you tick? What are the defining influences that are going to be operating within you for much of your life? Then you can order your character analysis, but also a 12-month forecast and get 30% off with my special offer. Please see the link beneath this video. Taurus, your week commencing the 7th of February sees a quarter moon in your sign. So what does this mean? Well, with the sun aligning with Saturn at the start of this week and therefore joining in with this quarter moon, it's kind of saying that your worldly responsibilities may actually feel a little bit heavy just now. It also may be the case that you're looking out for someone within your family scene. Perhaps you're having to show extra leadership skills. And the thing with having Uranus also in your sign at the moment is that freedom has become much more of an issue with you in recent years, but also a sense of restlessness. And because that weighty energy in your worldly situation may be something that you're embracing or resisting, it depends on your exact circumstances, I think the gathering of energy in the sign of Capricorn, including your ruler Venus in that conjunction with Mars, and Mars's dashing trine to Uranus in your sign, suggests that you could feel impatient, especially if you feel penned in a role which just seems to be all about duty, but not a lot about variety or stimulation. So that could see you thinking about a change. And you know the old saying, a change is as good as a rest. And that change for you could be professionally. Or it may be that you want to use the skills and experiences that you've developed over many moons in a new way, in the same environment or sector, but just applying it in a fresh manner, a more flexible way, for example, perhaps working part-time, doing a different slice of the same kind of sector that you work in, engaging with that in a way that freshens things up. So I do feel that you're going to push back against anything that just seems to be duty for the sake of duty. And that could put you into conflict with someone in a position of influence, a boss, a line manager, someone who works for you. Maybe it's going to be within the family. Perhaps there's going to be a little bit of politics there with someone who likes to get their own way. But your desire to be authentically yourself and to share your truth is certainly emphasised by Mercury's exact conjunction with Pluto on Friday. This can see you penetrating through any issue, a bit like a fast-moving arrow stabbing through steel. You really will get to the nub of any issues in a very decisive way. But that also could be a bit of a push to you to challenge that side of your nature that really does quite like the status quo.